He's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks. He'll barrel up the baseball. He'll hit the ball in the gaps. He'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now, and he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher.
Just about set to go now. Our starter in this one, Jose Hernandez. Having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA, very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, when a guy like this takes the mound, Boog, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly and just move through a ball game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts. Other times it's hard to even know he's there because the innings go so quickly.
The lefty to 1-0. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball. In the air out towards right center. McCutchen after it. He's got it. And there's one down. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. Batting 7, someone they're hoping breaks out in this one. Kyle Farmer.
Yeah, Boog, he just hasn't been himself at all lately. I mean, it's hard to know if it's mechanical, if it's mental. It's just a struggle all the way around. It's something that everybody goes through. I think the key is you've got to stick to the process. You've got to focus on every pitch and don't worry about the result. Take it one pitch at a time, one at bat at a time.
Manuel Margot in the box now as he leaves that one up high. One out, base is empty. Now 1-1.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That misses, and that's ball 2. On the ground to third, and that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here's Royce Lewis. And there's the strike. Hernandez, a 6'3" lefty, 205 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Now snap throw to first. Margot dives and he's picked off.
So much for the first hit right there. Good move, and he had him leaning all the way.
Two down, nobody on. Outside low. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That one the other way. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. And we're back. And our pitcher in this game, Bailey Ober.
Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah? I definitely say so. Some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. The wind of the pitch. Fastball for a strike. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Got him. And now 1 away.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Andrew McCutchen, the next to hit, takes outside. And the 1-0. There's a strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
1 down, base is empty. That clips the corner. Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. His 12th of the season, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Swings and misses. 0-1.
The count.
The wind and the pitch. Outside.
Out.
And 1-1. Two outs, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And the righty deals. The shortstop takes the ball. That misses. 3-2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Right through there, got him. And that is that. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now Byron Buxton. The pitch. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. The 1-0. And there's a ball. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
That one ripped right center field. Back there. Out of here. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 1-1.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Carlos Correa, the next Twin up to hit. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now batting Max Kepler. Just missed. One down, base is empty. That's through there for a strike. Tied up here in the early going. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Tosses to first. 2 gone.
Batting 7. The first baseman, number 12.
Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. And that one fouled off. One run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second. That one off the bad part of the bat. Just a lazy fly ball. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Twins get one on this homer. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, bottom of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Connor Joe. Ober back to work. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. The wind of the pitch. And that's outside. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Farmer makes the grab, one away.
Batting 6. The center fielder.
And now the center fielder, Edward Olivares. 2 hits in the game last night. And it skips in the dirt. Fought off foul. kicks and fires. And a foul ball. The pitch. Just outside. And the count is 2-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And another ball. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And now the catcher comes up to him. Henry Davis. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And downstairs. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-1. And the slider just misses.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
Bounce to the right. And that one handled. Fires to first on the run. An acrobatic play to end the inning. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. Score remains deadlocked at 1. New inning getting started. So here's Christian Vasquez. And a pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. And now it's even up.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
McCutchen running hard to get it. Nice grab on the run. One down. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Bailey Ober. That's in for a strike. And a pitch. And that one clips the corner.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
And a pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And now the lefty. Bounced out to short. Cruz throws to first in time. This is Willie Castro. Flied to right his first time. That's inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Pitch is in there, and that is strike one. And it's fouled away. Kicks and deals. Caught him looking for the K. Twins retired in short order. Still tied 1-1. Here at PNC Park, set for the bottom of the third. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. And the right-hander back to work. Fouled off. He was late. And here it comes. And there's a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. And he dodges that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
One down, base is empty.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
And there's 2 away.
The third baseman, number 13, Key Bryan.
Now batting Key Bryan Hayes. Led off the game with a strikeout. Now fly ball to right center. Sizing this one up. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On to inning number 4. All tied 1-1. And we're back. Start of the 4th. Here's Manuel Margot. The pitch. Margot in his 8th season, 29 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. And ball 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The pitch. That one hammered, but pulled foul. And the pitch. That one just misses. And the count is even 2-2.
It's a good take.
Pitch.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Kicks and fires. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. Go ahead run on base. Now at the plate, Royce Lewis. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And a good eye there. And that one fouled off. Margot gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Over to first, and he's saved. Next offering way off the plate. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
The 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. At the belt and fires. Line and a base hit into right. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
First and second, no outs. And now for the Twins, Byron Buxton. He's already homered in this game. That one catches the corner for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And a pitch.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. The pitch. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The pitch. Ball one there.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. Just misses. The count now 2-2. And a pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And now the lefty lifted in the air right center field. Olivares sizes this one up. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. One away. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jose Hernandez departs, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Bailey Falter.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And here comes Carlos Correa. And that one fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And that's in the dirt. Activity in the bullpen. Johan Oviedo, the young right-hander, up and throwing.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Check swing, and that's a ball.
Almost got him to commit, but he held back.
And a pitch. That's outside. And now 3-1. Runners at the corners, one away. Here in game one of this 3-game set. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Max Kepler at the plate. Grounded out his first time up.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And fouled off. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Just missed. Next offering is downstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two on, 2 outs. Not close with that one. 3-1 now. Kyle Farmer in the on-deck circle for the Twins. Lifted in the air, out to left. Reynolds gets under it. Drops into the glove. And that's the 3rd out. Twins strand a pair. Score remains tied 1-1. Ready to go, bottom 4. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Andrew McCutchen.
Andrew McCutchen.
The wind to kick the pitch. Fastball for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Ground ball to the right side. He handles it himself. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
The left fielder, number 10.
Ryan Reynolds here. He's already homered here in this one. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike. The middle, that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter, O'Neal Cruz. In there, and it's 0-1.
No, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
That one at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That one misses. And it's 1-2. Righty to the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. Man at first, 1 away. Just missing there. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ripped on a line to center. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 2, Connor.
And now the first baseman, Connor Joe. He's 0 for 1. And that's through there for a strike. That's towards center. Buxton moves under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. We go to the top of the 5th, and now for the Twins, Kyle Farmer.
Number 12, Kyle Farmer.
Falter back to work. Fought off foul.
Well, these Twins need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That one finds the corner, and the count 1-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Throws him with the heater at the knees. Christian Vasquez, the hitter. First pitch, and he just misses. Out towards right center field. And there are 2 outs.
Up next to
Now here is Bailey Over. Grounded out his first time. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
And that one wrapped foul. And he deals. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Two down, nobody on. And another ball. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Nothing doing here for the Twins. Halfway home, all even, 1 apiece. Back here in Pittsburgh, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Edward Olivares. The wind of the pitch. That one close, ruled a ball. 1-0.
You know, these Pirates just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around?
Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Now here is Henry Davis.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Right through there for a strike. That one missed.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And the slider just misses. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Check swing, appeal to first. And yes, he did. He went around. Man at second. On the ground, out to short. Correa over to first. Gets the catcher by a step.
We talked about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Now it's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And the righty deals. Pitch misses. Now 2-0.
Man, you got to wonder with first base open, 1 out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
Bounce to third. Lewis throws to first. And now 2 gone.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Pinch hitter coming on now in the pitcher spot. Number 19.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
That one finds the corner. Strike 1. Man on second, 2 down. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Stays alive. Kicks and deals.
1 ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. The 1-2. Out to short. And that is the inning. Pirates leave 1. We played 5 full. Tied at 1 aside. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Johan Oviedo.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
So the batting order turns over, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Willie Castro. The wind and the pitch. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Ryan Barucki loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Holderman also getting ready. The 1-0. And he drops it down the third baseline. And he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. The wind of the pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Right-handed reliever.
Ball 2.
He goes down looking.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Manuel Margot up to the plate. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. And that one missing low. And he lays down a bunt. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Now the third baseman, Royce Lewis. 1 for 2. That's in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1. That's a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Ripped on the ground to second. Good feed. That's 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Ke'Bryan Hayes.
The right-hander back to work. Misses off the plate. Ball 1. That one fouled off. In the air, left field. Margot settles under it, and there's one down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Right fielder,
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. In there at the knees. That is strike 2. Next offering misses down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
1 down, base is empty. Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Up next for the Pirates, Brian Reynolds. Right through there for a strike. Missed inside with the curve. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. One, two now. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning alive. And his hot hitting continues.
I kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Next, it's the Pirates cleanup hitter, O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Two outs. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Reynolds off of first with 2 away. Nice grab from his knees. The throw on the money. Nice play.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle. Diving stop completes the play, and that ends the inning.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Colin Holderman.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Here's Byron Buxton.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Here comes a pitch. Not even close there. And it's 1-0.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
The pitch. Out front and foul to the left side. The 1-1. And a foul ball. On its way to the corner. And that is foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Another 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And another ball. Comes a 2-2. Got him. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Correa, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of his zone. Righty delivers. Wouldn't chase that time. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
At the plate, Max Kepler. That one misses, and that's ball one. Inside, just missed. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball 3.
And a foul ball. It's down on strikes. And the Twins go 1-2-3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here at PNC Park, bottom of the 7th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Connor Joe. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. There's a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Josh Staumont warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Thielbar getting cranked up as well. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1. And another ball. And a pitch. That one fouled off, 2-2. Line drive, speared at first. Farmer takes it to the bag and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Edward Olivares, the next Pirate to hit. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And here it comes. That one just misses. And a pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Here's the catcher, Henry Davis. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Kicks and fires. And that one fouled off. just missed.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Fouled off. He was late.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The pitch. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. Over to Correa for one. Over to first. That's two. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. All tied 1-1. And possibly a double switch coming now as a meeting taking place near the home plate area. Aroldis Chapman out of the bullpen now, and he'll go into the 6th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Michael A. Taylor, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup. So now pinch hitter for Minnesota, Edouard Julien.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
The pitch. Check swing, no appeal. The lefty, the 1-0. Outside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Christian Vasquez next to bat for Minnesota. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And a 4-pitch walk.
Well, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
Here's Christian Vasquez. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. At the belt and fires. And a strike on the outside edge.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Oh, 0-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's the first out.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
So now pinch hitter for Minnesota, Carlos Santana.
Oh, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swung on, belted. That one is back. Long gone. He muscles that one out of here. It's 3-1.
The It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
Stepping in, Willie Castro. That one's upstairs, ball one. And that is ball one. One down, base is empty. Strike one.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 runs across in the inning. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. And down on strikes he goes. And there's 2 away.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Margot in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. This one in the air. Gets under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Now into the game, Edouard Julien. He takes over as the new first baseman. So they turn things over to the righty, Griffin Jacks. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Leading off, Nick Gonzalez.
For the Pirates, the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
And the pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Yohan Duran, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Strike on the inside corner.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
The pitch. And the ball evens the count. And he deals.
Full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Struck him out looking. Michael A. Taylor, the next Pirate to hit. Taylor not having as much success with the bat here at home as you see the splits. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
2-2 down. Battling here as he fouls it away. Just off the outside edge.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
In the air to left center. Margot in pursuit. He's got it. Out. Number 2.
The batter, the third baseman, Key Bryant.
And now the Pirates leadoff man, Key Bryant Hayes. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's there. He's got it. That is the inning. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, David Bednar.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Royce Lewis now at the plate. 1 for 3.
Royce Lewis.
Here comes a pitch. And that's in the dirt. And it's 1-0. Bednar, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And another ball.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
The pitch. Too low, and it's ball 3.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
The batter.
Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Byron Buxton. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Swing and a miss.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now move to first. Lewis dives back in safely. And the righty deals. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Batted by him for the K.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a bait.
Runner on the go. Foul ball there. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Next pitch is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. And the pitch. That one ripped. McCutchen going back. And caught on the warning track.
Now that's the right fielder,
Max Kepler, the next Twin up to hit. Misses inside, and that's ball one. Moved to first, and he dives back in safely. Righty to the plate, flips the corner, and the count even at one. Kicks and deals. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Twins 3 and the Pirates 1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Yohan Duran.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The line of the pitch. And there's a foul ball. And the 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice two-strike pitch, though.
Now it's going to be Brian Reynolds. Duran, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Base is empty, one away. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Good eye in that spot.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
The line to kick the pitch. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 3-2.
Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
One out, base is empty. And now it's going to be O'Neal Cruz. That clips the inside corner for a strike. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Twins trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Hot shot to third. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
The first baseman, number 2.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Connor Joe, the next Pirate to hit. Duran checks on first, and he's back in safely.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
And a strike in there.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
This could end it. That missed by a lot. Now 1-2. Out to short. Correa. Over to first, and that'll do it. And the Twins take game 1 of the series on the road.
Well, he does a nice job of coming in and getting the save. He made a mistake with the pitch, gave up the solo home run, but he maintained his focus to push through to the finish line.
3-2 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Twins, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 4 runners on base. For the Pirates, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game: 2 hours and 45 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at PNC Park, 38,362. The Pirates thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely.